Well, I have had city folk say to me, "Why do you live in the country where you are just surrounded by bush? It would be boring as there's nothing to do there." There is no culture. Yeah, apocryphally, no cultural entertainment products that you pay for, like live music, theatre, often an insomniac's delight, opera, or restaurants. That wide array of purchasable entertainment products that supposedly equates with a rich, fulfilling, diversely interesting life. City people measure the quality of where they live in terms of the quantity and quality of purchasable products easily available to them. Buying stuff defines feelings, purpose, and the meaning of who you are, or your level of social success and personal achievement. You see, I have all this. I am a success, or at least more successful than you. I buy, therefore I am. Ah, Renee, you knew a bargain. You are what you own. Bertie, a quiet life amidst your stuff. To buy is to be. Nietzsche, you old horse whisperer. So, why am I not physically, creatively, and imaginatively bored with living in what a city person would view as a cultural desert? Well, no matter where you live, if you're bored, then you are boring. I personally am not sitting around watching 4, 8 or 16K high definition, visual and intellectual crapulence and shit news shows in a sumptuously decorated mausoleum located in a city. Let's face it, the cultural entertainment space of the modern suburbanite in a city is made up of consuming shriekingly banal karaoke singing shows and middle-class wankers stuck in the bush and told to survive shows and half-witted game shows, moronically repetitive home renovation shows, flagrantly pathetic competitive cooking shows, or TV shows filled with glistening young nubile bodies with tits, pecs, bums and genitalia hanging out. Personally, I wouldn't seek to sell a kidney to raise the dosh to pay for a ticket to go to the opera house, to hear some gigantess in Helga Clobber shrieking out at the top of her lungs, "The wind, the rain and the mud." And do I really want to hang out in the gents at intermission discussing corporate transaction gossip with the heads of major corporations? Which level of hell is this? Yes, to drift in the sublime, not to wallow in the turgidity of the banal. So let's be very blunt. What truly are cities? The bad air, the queues, traffic jams, crowds,
Pushing, move over. Stop pushing, move over.
numbing or infuriating noise, the incessant repetitive frenzy, the gaudily decorated architectural banality, the crushing routine, the soulless search for a fulfilling purpose, the unavoidably displayed kaleidoscope of delusory and illusory promises, the smorgasbord of unfulfilling, transitory, overpriced cultural entertainments. What's new this week? The realisation of the awful monotony, a human cultural garbage tip, symbolised by the mega shopping mall. Compensation for existing in the city are the weekly compensations. So these are the weekly compensations for the monotonous life that is this. But to say, if you don't have those compensations, then all you have is these, and life is boring, then your concept of life is fairly banal and limited, where Suburbia, Banalia, and Domestica Obnoxia are simply your point, your purpose, and your meaning. Life is what you creatively make it. So rather than this pre-packaged compensatory product, purchasable to make your existence bearable, it can be this. Plus this. With you at the centre of it, not paying for somebody else's product you forked out your dosh for. Because city existence imposes an impressive weight of repetitive tedium upon your hunched and burdened shoulders. As for paying for awe-inspiring creations, you see, in my world outside the city, I can sit amidst or walk through a visual masterpiece any minute of the day. I don't need to elbow and push forward through the squeeze and press in a gallery to view faux landscape facsimiles or portraits looking through a window down on people in a city, or of endless images of bowls of fruit. This is where you come to have your imagination sedated and stultified. Whereas this is where you come to have it freed, released, and unleashed. And don't forget, most cultural activities you can immerse yourself in anywhere. Whether it is literature, dance, drawing, painting, music, singing, weaving, filmmaking, photography, pottery, woodworking. You don't have to be in a city. You can do it by yourself or within your local community, wherever that may be. Art and culture doesn't have to be a product that you purchase like toilet paper. And if paying top dollar for your pre-packaged momentary entertainment joy helps you cope with the monotony and routine of city life, so be it. But suggesting not having access to such products would symbolise or constitute an impoverished existence, well, there's a mirror over there. Go and have a long, hard look in it. So, please, 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 stay in the city and keep buying stuff. And leave me out here in this cultural desert, finding enjoyment and fulfillment, both in peace, creativity, and in a cultural and natural universe that thankfully city folk will never, ever comprehend.